What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, today we are doing a claw clip style using some clip-ins and just a couple of bundles. So just getting right in, I like to do my clip-in half up half down in a low bun because I'm lazy, and also I have short hair, so that's the easiest thing to do, and that's also the quickest thing to do. And just a tip, because you'll see this later on, as I'm going through and laying my clip-ins, I like to measure out ahead of time so I know which clip-in fits basically from side to side. And I know a lot of y'all may be concerned about the bun and if the bun is going to be showing through the clip-ins, but what I like to do to kind of hide the bun is I take a few clip-ins, because you'll have some clip-ins where it's literally just one clip, and so I take the clip-ins that have just one clip and I clip those onto the bun, so that way like the clip-ins are over the bun, so you guys won't even see the bun at this point. And most of the time, once you put all the clip-ins on, you won't see it anyway, but that's just another way to have some extra security over that bun. Now for this style, I did not want to have any hair left out, so I know how some people, when they do like half up half down with clip-ins, they may leave like a tiny row of hair out in the back to cover the clip-ins, but instead of doing that, I decided to use my ponytail to cover the clip-ins. So in order to do that, we're going to have to add clip-ins to the ponytail. So the way I do that is I like to start from basically the farthest back, so start from where the ponytail will be and move to the front of my head, because it's much easier to work clip-ins that way. And so y'all can see I'm just literally parting out row by row, leaving a little bit of space, and I'm kind of going by the same thing, like doing like the side to side type thing. So I'm looking for clip-ins that are going to fit each part that I'm doing. So on this part, I probably use like a 5 or a 6, because this was spanning across the whole, width of the front of my head. And this is one of the main reasons why I do love seamless clip-ins, because they are so flat to the point where you can do styles like this and it look very natural. So you have to make sure when you're doing this that you're not laying clip-ins on top of each other. And just when you're laying it down, I'm trying to kind of have clean parts, even though I'm doing them with my finger, but that is just just so I can have a straight line, so I have a clear path for those clip-ins to lay, because if the part is a little funky, then the clip-in may lay a little funky. So the best way with these seamless clip-ins to get them to lay flat is to kind of lay them on straight parts, and also lay them in the direction that you want them, or that they have to go. So for example, I know that this ponytail is going to be going straight back, like at a 90-degree angle on my head, and so I'm laying them that way, so that way I don't even have to really over direct my clip-ins or anything. And as y'all can see, I'm brushing it and it's still laying flat. And now this is probably the most important part of this style, because my hair is a little shorter and a little finer. As y'all can see, I don't have as much coverage as I would want. But the key to getting your ponytail to cover these clip-ins is to do like I said, and kind of direct your ponytail at a 90-degree angle. And just kind of for more clarification as to what that is, when you're doing the ponytail, you want to make sure your ponytail is going back and that is low enough that it's going to cover at least that top row of clip-ins. So if you guys can see, like on the side, it's literally just going straight back. It's not a high pony whatsoever, because if it was a high ponytail, y'all would be seeing all my business in the back of those clip-ins. And so from here, I'm just going through with the Eben, I believe this is like the Eben lace adhesive spray, and I like to use this because, surprisingly, even though it's supposed to be like a got to be type spray to like lay down your wig, it's actually very, very good for sleeking your hair back, and it's also very good for laying your edges as well. And I noticed that my hair does not curl up or anything, so I love to use this just as a little hairspray when it comes like my ponytails, and also when it comes like my edges when I'm doing like sew-ins and stuff. And now moving on to the bang part of the style, y'all. I thought this little diagonal part bang was gonna be so cute, and so I decided to use just basically like some tracks. And so the way I like to do it is I like to use the tracks, and I just get a little bit of the 30-second bonding glue or whatever, and I just glue that directly like to my hair, to my scalp, whatever. I just glue it there. And I like to use these contrary to like tape-ins or clip-ins or whatever else you could possibly use here. Number one, because they're very, very flat. Like when you put it in the bang, they're very flat. Number two, they're customizable, so I can cut them to like specifically fit the piece of hair that I'm trying to match it with. And also they're very, very easy to remove. So for example, when I started this video, y'all not gonna see this part, but when I started this video, I initially was going to do this style with tape-ins, but once I put the tape-ins in on both sides, I didn't like the way that it laid down. and I literally had to go through so much just to remove them. So at that point I said, girl, let me get these tracks. So that's why I love when I'm doing like any type of bang style or whatever like this, and especially I don't mind gluing the track onto my hair or my scalp when it's such a small part like this. Like this right here ain't gonna do nothing, child. I've done worse. So yeah, that's what I'm using for this. And so I'm literally just measuring and cutting and kind of customizing it to the amount of hair that I have. And I believe I only did about maybe 1 or 2.5 little rows of track on these parts. You can kind of see as you're watching, but I really didn't use that much because I didn't want too thick of a bang. I wanted something like very just natural to the point where it kind of looks like it's my hair, which it does.
Watch your step, you won't wake my mama in there. Didn't I tell you at your damn club? We gon' wake your neighbors, turn your block club to my fan club. And it happened so bad, damn, I'm glad I tapped her. Asked her when she finished, if she came, she said I had your place. Running back for the door, rematch. Hit the crib when we rematch. It get hot, then no more. Last cup. I gotta keep it a secret. I keep the key in my lower pocket inside the register. Reload the lower octave. Dirty laundry in my closet. They be strung out on the street. Left to dry with drawer sheets and no deposit. But don't get away. Put my hand on your mouth. Put my hands in your mouth, girl. You got friends in my house. You know the way.
And y'all, once that's done and dry, that's literally the style. Like, you've done the style. It's literally so easy. I honestly didn't even expect it to be as easy as it was. But as y'all can see, I'm just going through my little beach wave that I bought off TikTok shop, and I'm curling my hair. And I did these curls kind of throughout my head, but I do highly recommend, because I did this the next day when I was wearing this style, if you want your curls to last for real, spray some hairspray on the hair prior to you curling it. Because when I tell y'all I did that for my hair for Thanksgiving, and girl, the curls were sitting all day. And I also highly recommend you to take the claw clip off and curl the ponytail first without the claw clip, and then go back afterwards and put the claw clip back on after you have curled the hair, because it'll make it look much more bouncy and full than if you just curl the hair while it's in the claw clip.
You're probably thinking I ain't worth shit, but I never want anyone to bring you any harm. And I take it all back just to have you in my arms. And I know for a fact who we were into, we are. Don't think you can love me. Don't feel like but you don't care about nobody. Don't think
Anyways, y'all, here is the final look, and when I tell y'all, y'all have to try this style. It was so easy to do, and it was definitely something new for me. But when I tell y'all, this was a look. So hopefully I inspired y'all to try a new style. You already know, click, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.
Daddy drew you like that beautiful black child. Come and shed your black cloud for your vibe and your smile. I don't mind a little rain. I'm your dog, ears perk up at the sound of your name.